Good afternoon, guys. It's been a while. We were quite busy with the post-pandemic and all that. We're now back on track. We have a lot of stuff on our plate, some nice projects to show you, including this 5th version of the Magnolia. This house will be going to Alabama next week, and the customers are really thrilled to be receiving their homes. The size of the home is within the same range of the other Magnolias. That one is the dimensions of the XL, so 38 feet by 10.5. Fully electrical. For people who've been following us for a while, you know that we like to keep clean lines, minimalistic design. This is also reflected in this combination of cedar with steel transitions. We have the black Shusuke band, the Jaguar profile, a little less textured than the crocodile profile we've been using in previous designs. And the pale wood is still cedar with a pale stain, and both products are actually really durable. Of course, the Shusuke band requires less maintenance. So the overall design reflects the choices of our clients. So without further waiting, let's have a look inside. So what's up, guys? Welcome inside this 5th version of the Magnolia. So as you can see, you're getting pretty familiar with that design. So what the clients did for that version, they took the Magnolia that was going to Texas, so the 3rd version of the Magnolia, and they stretched it to the dimensions of the Magnolia XL. So we're looking at a house that is 36 feet long, plus the 2 feet bump out in the bottom, for a total of 38 feet. So here it is. So when you come inside the house, you're inside the living area. So you're in the open space, which also serves as the dining area, with the peninsula here, with the lunch countertop like in the other version. So you can sit 3 people there. So depending on what use you're going to make with this house, you can add some extra sitting capacity in order to receive more guests when you get people coming over inside your house. But when you're living full-time and you're 2 people in here, that's more than enough space to eat, and most people will use the living area to have the TV and the place where they're lounging pretty much. Considering the Magnolia is one of our most popular design, a lot of people nowadays, what they're doing is they like the main canvas, but they want to slightly modify this version in order to fit their own lifestyle. So this area in particular, the bump out area, you can include a window there. Depending on when you're sitting there and you have a nice view there, you can include a window, and we can put a projector screen, so that way you can still benefit from this TV area and also remove the projector or the screen in order to enjoy the view outside. So in this particular case, the clients really wanted to have this area to be used as a TV area where they're going to put all the electronics and use the bottom storage for more stuff. We have the connection for the HDMI cable here, running in the wall up there, so that way you don't have any wires that is coming from the back of the TV. Based on the size of this storage, of course, you're not only going to fit TV stuff in there, but considering in tiny houses, the available storage in the bedroom is normally not enough to fit all your clothes. It's always a good idea to use extra storage to benefit from the available space as well. So depending on the size of the house and where you're located, we're working with the mini split a lot. Some people, they want extra heat or extra AC, which is not really necessary considering our houses are really airtight and performant. But in this case, we have a really huge AC system. So there's one head here and there's another one in the master bedroom. So there's no way they're not gonna have enough cooling or heating inside their house. Next to the head of the mini split, you have one of the 2 heat recovery air exchangers. It's a ductless component that we install stock in our homes. The other one is in the back of the main bedroom, just like in all of our houses. So I'll take 2 minutes of your time, maybe less, to talk about solar blinds inside a tiny home. In this case, of course, the client wanted to have the original touch, so they went with that green color. But solar blinds in general are something that we strongly recommend to include inside a tiny home. We can either install them for you or you can install them later, but they can manage to regulate the heat inside the house, which is something to consider in a small footprint like that. We work with a company from Quebec called Stall Design. They are specialized in custom blinds of different kinds. So we include solar blinds in most of our models. So if you want more information about blinds in general, feel free to ask us and we'll refer to the company we're dealing with. Underneath the peninsula, there's a slim cabinet. The access to the storage on this part is from the other side, but here in the bottom, we included another storage space. You can use it for kitchen hardware, stuff related to the TV, or I mean, whatever, it's your house, it's not mine. You can do whatever you want in it. So next to the entrance, we have this tall cabinet. We can also include some hooks near the entrance for coats or whatever clothes you want to put there. But here is one of the biggest closet we've included, and I think it's clever to have that right next to the entrance. So that way you can store a lot of stuff, and also you can even include another rod to have 2 sets of clothes. And on top of that, we have this little awning door for more storage, and of course a drawer in the bottom. So there's different versions of the Magnolia. Some include a staircase to the loft, some include a ladder. In this particular case, the client really wanted a ladder because the loft will be used for guests and for storage. So in that case, we use the space that is normally used for the storage staircase and rearrange it to have something more clever and kitchen related. So next to the huge pull-out pantry there, we left a 5 inches space to slide the ladder into. So that way, when you want to use it, you just slide it like that and put it on top and go inside the loft. But so most of the time, the ladder will be tossed away to provide an easier access to the bathroom. So in this version of the Magnolia, the clients, they decided to go with quartz for the countertop. So you have here the peninsula is in quartz, and also the breakfast nook is in quartz as well. We call it breakfast nook, but you can eat steak in here or whatever, McDonald's as well. You can eat whatever you want. We're not gonna judge you at all. Here we have some nice and big drawers, and it's also something that we include in all of our houses. The mechanism for the drawers, it's always some soft closing. We don't install anything but soft closing. And of course, there's this nice window, so when you spread peanut butter or jelly on your toast, you can enjoy the whatever view you have out there. But yeah, so that's the breakfast nook. So here we have the farm sink. Does anybody know why it's called a farm sink? Because I really don't, and I really want to know what's the link between this and cows and ducks and farm in general. So if you know, write it down below. I want to know. So next to the farm sink, we have this farm cooktop with the cowboy range hood and the on a more serious note, we have the cooktop here. It's an induction cooktop, electrical, with the Bosch microwave oven and the Braun range hood, and you have an awning cabinet on top of that. So that's a really nice kit to cook with, and also a range hood like that should not be an option in a tiny home as well. And next to this built-in microwave oven, we have this signature spice rack that we installed in a lot of our homes. So as you can see, there's only 6 inches there, but 6 inches can represent a lot of space inside a tiny home, so you better use it. So this fridge cabinet is nothing different than what we include in most of our models. This is an apartment size fridge, slightly smaller than regular fridges, but bigger than the compact fridges like you see in RVs. And on top of that, you have some more storage for personal belongings. And on the bottom here, we have the long drawer. So as you can see, there's more than enough storage in the kitchen area. Actually, you can store stuff that doesn't belong in the kitchen. So as I was telling a little bit before, this loft is accessible with a ladder, and the ladder will be installed here with hooks. And most of the time we installed a sliding door with a hidden mechanism. In this case, we have something more like a barn door. So it's just something for aesthetic reasons. So there's not a big pro or con between this and the type of door that we normally install. It's really a personal choice. So in this case, the loft will be used for storage and extra sleeping capacity. In the case where somebody will be living in the loft full time, instead of these nice but quite transparent rail guards that include some wires, we could always include a half wall for more intimacy. In this case, we have a loft that is 90 square feet, and the 2 electrical panels are installed there as well. So we have one panel for the main electrical system, that's a 100 amp panel, and just beside that we have a 30 amp panel that is fed through the 30 amp generator plug that is in the back of the home. Another thing that we include in all of our lofts is a sliding window. This one will be used in case of an emergency, so this would be the egress window. So in the bottom of the loft, we included a half wall that is going almost up to the roof, and we left a space above it for a better airflow, but it provides good intimacy for people sleeping in the master bedroom. You lucky people are gonna have a tip today. I'm gonna share you a tip. So if for some reason you drill a hole inside a wall and you don't have time to fix it, you can just put a nice little rectangle cap on top of it. The customers won't even know. I'm telling you, we've done that in the past and they didn't notice at all. Ah, it was a joke. So I assume you get it. It's a joke. We don't do that to our clients. This plate right here is just a cover for a junction box that could welcome a switch that will, in this case, feed. You don't see that, so I'm pointing something that you guys don't see because it's not there. But there's a wire that is going from the electrical panel to underneath the cabinet here and underneath the vanity in the bathroom. So the wire is there, it's brought up to the electrical panel, it's not connected, but if you want to add extra heat in the future or extra appliance or whatever, we can have the wire inside the walls and just cover the box there. So at some point, if you want to use it, you can just have an electrician come, install the switch there in the appliance, and you don't have to open up the whole walls to do that job. So that is up to you to communicate your needs to us so we can understand and create the house accordingly. So when you get inside the bathroom, on your left you have the stackable washer dryer. These are 24 inches, almost standard size. And on your right you have the switches to the ceiling, the bathroom fan, along with the mechanical room. So this mechanical room is pretty straightforward. There's a switch for the light that lights up the mechanical room, and the other switch in the bottom is to open up the utility switch that is underneath the house. Right beside the switches you have the power supplies for the LED strips that are installed in the home, and on the bottom wall you have the small particle filter that comes stuck with our plumbing system. This plumbing system is really simple. The water goes to the hot water tank. This one is a 40-gallon hot water tank, not on demand, fully electrical, and it's installed in a drip pan with a humidity sensor. So if there's a manufacturing defect with the water tank, then you know it because the alarm will ring out. So in this part of the bathroom we have the medicine cabinet along with the vanity. The vanity matches what you've seen in the kitchen, and of course some more storage down there. And we always try to condense the plumbing in the bottom of the cabinet so that way you can have full space. Small attention that needs to be taken care of in a tiny home. So in this design we included a flushing toilet. That one is a regular flushing toilet. Of course we try to use flushing toilet that don't consume as much water as the regular ones. On top of that we have this little window that that's a window. You can see through. It's a window. So for the shower in this design, we really like that shower. The clients really went fully artistic in there. That's something that we can do with any of our designs. You can choose from different patterns. So of course we like the glass door that allows to have the view on the Muralux shower panels. So I'm not gonna start talking about these panels. That's something we've did in previous tours, but if you want to have information about these particular panels, just write it down in the comments or through our website. But the pattern they chose, it also matches the ceiling, the cedar ceiling, with the yellowish goldish. I know some people compare it with mold, but mold is not something that mixes with minimalist tiny houses. So we stay away from mold. Mold is not something that our techniques will create. So it's not mold, it's art. Another thing that comes stuck with our home is the thermostatic valve. So that one allows you to set the temperature like you like it, and then when you get inside the shower, you just open it up and it pretty much knows how cold or hot you like the water. So the master bedroom in this version of the Magnolia is pretty much a copy and paste of the original Magnolia. So that's a king size bed. Of course, there's not a lot of space to go around, but if you want a king size bed in a tiny home, it's possible. In that case, it's a kangaroo bed, so that one can be lifted up to have access of all the storage underneath it. So if you like the Magnolia layout in general, pretty much like you've seen in the bump out area, the back of the bed can be rearranged to meet your needs. We can include some two slim but deep closet on each side of the bed, or have some nightstands like that with the big massive cabinet on top. On top of the window here, you have the other head of the mini split system, and you have the remote that is next to the entrance here, along with the remote for the ceiling fan as well. Same layout for the HDMI cable as you've seen in the bump out area. Here we have a cable that is exiting right there, so the clients can install a TV on a TV mount. It's always good to know what will be your electrical needs prior to designing your home, because here we didn't install the TV, but we left some backing in the framing of the wall, so that way you can know that you have something hard to fix the TV mount into. Something that people really liked about the Magnolia design is that there's a lot of window. In this case, we have the same window size on each part of the master bedroom, but this one has a sliding mechanism, and pretty much like the purpose in the loft, that one is designed to be an egress window to be used in case of emergency. So depending on the mood you want to create inside your master bedroom, you can either use the ceiling fan light, the recessed light from the ceiling, or to have a softer mood, you can use the LED strips right there, and they're also dimmable. There's also one above the breakfast nook, and also in the TV area underneath the long cabinet. So that pretty sums up the master bedroom. So that's it, guys, for the video tour of the 5th version of the Magnolia. As you can see, we're quite busy. We have a lot of projects on our plate. We'll be posting a lot of content and new video tours in the weeks to come. And yeah, so thanks for following us. We do appreciate your comments. It helps us improve our product. And if you have any comments or any suggestions of videos or content you'd like to see on our Facebook page, Instagram, or YouTube channel, just write it down in the comment, or even better, contact us through our website. And also, we want to take this time to tell you that we are booked for 2020 right now. So unfortunately, you'll have to wait until 2021, but we suggest to hop in the process as soon as possible, because sometimes custom projects or modified designs take some time, and we're booking up 2021 right now. So contact us if you have a project in mind. Right now is the good time. So thanks again for watching us, and see you in the next video tour.